Get real close to
In
Toby.
Fort Worth, Texas. We got people on their phones.
It didn't work. It's not connected.
Thank you.
Technical issues.
We're coming back to the stream of Iron Lich Gaming. Got some good news and I've had some bad news. The good news is I was engaged last Saturday night.
What if that engagement ended that Saturday night?
Bad news is
We went to the wrong bar.
it ended that night. Some more news is we do have some cool sweatshirts coming out.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully we'll be able to see them. Where we have two. Hopefully we'll be able to see them. Where we have some commission going out. I mean, we got some commission art going on right now. I'm going to show y'all
Let's go.
a little bit of it. I've gotten two so far.
Yeah, that thing's freaking awesome.
No, I don't know if you're going to be able to tell what that is. There's Cyrus. And
Yeah,
Zane.
you can kind of tell what it is. Can't really see faces very well, but
Yeah. Oh well.
Better than death.
They're almost there. It'd be pretty cool to see once they get done.
There.
And I want everyone, except for Zane and James, to get your percentile dies out.
what? Who?
Your percentile. Okay, D20s. Get your D20. Highest to 20.
Oh.
13.
I could just
What's
pass
your-
this around.
12.
12. What's yours? D20.
I haven't got to it yet. D20. I didn't even make it. 11.
It looks like Calder is going to be the next
Fuck yeah.
drawing, unfortunately. I was hoping for Aiden. I've been hoping for Aiden, but...
Hey, say the best for
I was
last.
hoping for Stout, to be honest.
Right.
Can I forego
Yes.
my chance to give it to Stout?
If Boomer will let you.
I'm just having
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I want to see the.
I want to see what Stout looks
I want
like.
to see the third leg drawing.
Stout. I need... I would prefer tonight or in the morning so I can get her to start it and let her know we're truly serious. I did
Okay.
tell her it would be a little bit, so we're just going to need a description if you email it to me.
Okay, I can do that.
And if you want some pictures, but just a descriptive,
All right, I'll find the
you
biggest pictures I can find.
whatever. If you say bulge me, you know. I think it is a guy that's drawing them, so I think I figured that out now.
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure the PayPal account is going to overseas, but I haven't asked them where they're from.
I'm going to go ahead with the pictures and say that's 100% accurate.
That is
Yes, I couldn't pronounce the person's name, unfortunately. No.
Did
But
you
I'm
do work?
really
I
bad
like it.
at
Yeah,
pronouncing.
I like
That
it.
one picture's cool as shit.
Yeah, they're
Um,
both really cool.
So,
far.
last time on Iron Lich Gaming,
I missed.
it was more of tying some loose ends up after the battle, and after poor, what's his name? Blaine Stark is murdered in the Great Hall, in the Eyrie, in the Vale. Our party tries their best to bring him back. Unfortunately,
Oh, okay.
fails.
So it failed to happen. Oh,
You flew off to Dragonstone
okay.
to try to find and eliminate Mace Stark once and for all. You locate his coffin deep into the lower parts of Dragonstone, and what'd you do? Dawn, the spell Dawn disintegrated him, and there went Blaine Stark.
Super simple.
I mean, there was some times before they left the Vale, they spoke with some allies. They put things in line to make sure that Danny's Aaron, Zane's little sister, was in good hands. You put a man in charge to chase out the criminals that killed your father and took them down. And as of now, the Vale is in the hands of your sister. And why can I never remember this stinking name? Sorry. They're the Royce family. So you had let's see here. Yeah, Gregon Royce was going to chase the Weidman family, Wayne Wood family, Corbray family, the Red Fort family to take them all out. You spoke with Adam Royce, the older man, the Gates of the Moon, and kind of said he would make sure everything was nice and tidy when Zane came back to fulfill his destiny of being the king of the mountain. I don't know what he wants to name himself.
Lord of the Eyrie. You are Eyrie.
The Lord of the Eyrie
Lord of the Eyrie.
in the Vale. It's an irony.
The Lord of Irony.
And as you get on top of
Don't you think?
Gynicus, Crixus, Dominus?
No.
Close.
Ganagus, Crixus, Dominus it is.
I think it was.
I think it was the another thing.
And you're flying back towards the twins to meet with Aemon Targaryen, the King of the North.
King of the North.
Arr! As
I have to raise my sword up every time.
you come back, as you did come to the Dragonstone, you did see there were still ships off of Claw Isle. As you know, you also noticed that our Warlock of the Old Gods stopped time. So right now it is about 5 in the morning, as while y'all slept a full 8 hours, the world did not turn. And surprisingly enough, feels weird, but you're feeling refreshed. The wind through your hair, the salt seas through your nose as you fly towards the sickening, swampy, trident twins.
At level 14?
Yeah, but didn't I level y'all up at the end?
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Give us a second, folks.
And
Big things happening.
we'll, for some reason I thought that y'all
Level up.
already got leveled. So, as we are not sponsored by Cerveza, I will still.
Are we at?
It'll be at 15 now?
No, are we at Dragonstone? Are we going to Dragonstone?
No, y'all
We're
are
at
leaving
14 or 15?
Dragonstone,
Leaving
heading
Dragonstone,
towards the
that's right.
twins.
That's right.
I
As
am 2
y'all,
levels behind. What the heck?
yeah, you are. As you get closer to the twins, you still see the armies have gotten larger on both sides. As you see, I erased it. Cowboys by 17.
There we go.
All right, well,
Still rings
we're
true.
not erasing that forever. But you have the Lannister Blackwater army that you can still see the scorched earth from the flames of the dragon from the last time you saved your friend Blaine Stark, the Prince of the Six Kingdoms. As the sword and stars are still bunched up there, as you can still see, as the sun rising, the flickering flames of all the campgrounds and campfires in this area. As you see also, there are a few ships with the Kraken head on the trident and several men looking like ants crawling on the bridge itself. As you look north, you see the Northern Army in all its glory, as it's doubled nearly in size, with one of the largest tents you've ever seen, flying a black sigil, well, red sigil on black, 3-headed dragon. As you might think now, the King of the North is waiting on the Krakens, just like you wanted it to be. As you see, the men of the North see this dragon in all its glory, as it is, as you see several of them running and forming a circle that you can land.
My initiative is plus 10.
And Calder's initiative is plus 10.
Fucking insane.
That is
Roll initiative. Minus 10.
Minus 10.
We're not even landed yet.
So,
21.
we land on the soil of the Six Kingdoms. And there we are. As y'all step off.
You said there's like an army that's formed a circle, or
Yeah, the
or
Northern
something?
Army kind of widened out for more of a place to where y'all could land, like a landing pad. So y'all didn't have a lot of miles to walk. As y'all get off this dragon, you see the Northern Army starts to part a walkway towards this large tent. Do y'all continue to walk? Y'all want to talk about
I don't-
anything before?
Yeah, let's. We're here. We got a man-made pathway to a tent where if we don't go, we'll probably just have to get back on the dragon.
True.
You do know your uncle is here. Both of your uncles are here.
Royal?
Royal is here still. You see the pink,
Is there any
yellow mockingbird.
emblems on the tent?
Yeah, you see obviously the large three-headed dragon.
Yeah.
You see the Karstart sigil here. You see the Baelish yellow mockingbird on black. Let's see here. Surprisingly enough, you do see a Baratheon sigil as well.
So refresh me. What are we doing here?
This is the king is here for y'all to talk to the king of the north.
Okay. And are you still looking like our crispy friend?
Do we want to?
Yeah,
Blaine?
did we get a long rest there?
Yes, remember
okay.
he
Because-
stopped the world, so y'all got a long rest. Well, no one else
Are
did.
we still cool with that idea of him taking power as
Maze?
Blaine?
Am I Maze or Blaine?
Blaine.
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 And then, like, you know, once you establish the council and all that, then that's when you kind of fade from existence, put, you know, whoever else you want to be in charge and, you know.
I think that's kind of what we did, wasn't it?
This is
But
gonna
no,
be
no,
a
that's what we
long
were
little.
doing.
Yeah, I think that's what the game plan
It's
is.
gonna be a long scheme.
Pretty
He's-
much.
he's-
But it's the best, easiest scheme with the least amount of bloodshed.
We've already landed.
Right.
I'm gonna be behind the dragon.
Don't
You also
get behind a
see
dragon, boy.
a green,
He shits like a cow.
like an you see almost like an alligator with its tail circled on a green field. You see
I love that hat,
a
man.
white sun
Thank you.
That's awesome.
on black field, which you know it's Karstart. You know it's House Reed is here. Bear Island's here. You see the black bear on the white. So and you also obviously see
Did I?
Targaryen.
Can I ask a question real quick?
course.
It might be too much to ask, but
No.
any of these places where did I win any of their tournaments in the past that they
Yes.
would know me?
Yeah, I think you would know.
Bear Island, probably. That's the reason
know.
I asked.
Yeah, I'd say you,
Won the melee.
whatever you think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just that's probably the closest like tournament. That might have been your first tournament, so you didn't win it.
Okay.
That was the first time that you.
But it
that's
showed
the-
up still.
That's that was like I'm gonna go be this hedge knight. I think I'm good enough. My first melee is gonna be at this, you know. So
Yeah.
you were younger. You were a little younger, maybe a year and a half ago. You know, your beard's a little longer. You're a little more burly. Better at your, at the melee net.
The cock is fatter.
Laid down again.
Just because that is the closest from your travels.
Right. That's
down
what I'm saying.
south.
When you said Bear Island, I was like, I bet you I might know them.
So my, I guess I'm disguised as Blaine. Yeah.
I would assume so.
So
Okay.
whenever y'all are
Since
ready,
we've already talked about this. I would
Yeah.
assume that you would have shown up. as
I'm assuming y'all are just
Blaine.
kind of this could have been a conversation too, like before you left. This could have been a
Yeah.
conversation that y'all had, like after waking up for breakfast. So even if you don't want to, be exactly here on this conversation, we can say like this is what y'all kind of discussed during breakfast. We're gonna reverse a little bit,
Okay.
and this is like y'all are kind of eating your pocket bacon.
Nice.
Well, no, you had a good breakfast at Dragonstone.
All right.
Yeah, he went and
Yeah, so y'all are feasting
People
right
got to
now.
kind of know who we are by now.
Surely. I mean, we've made some
We've
big...
been in the middle of some shit.
Yeah.
You got a three-headed dragon.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
took the Salt Throne. We got a three-headed dragon.
we
We've
killed
been
Maze,
almost
like-
everywhere Mace has been.
Yeah,
killed
the
Maze and
Kraken
fought
has
him.
attacked
Y'all have
two major
talked
armies.
to a
at this
Baratheon as well. Who was it? Y'all two. Y'all talked to a Baratheon, the Hand of the King, and there is a Baratheon sigil here as well. And you're like, wonder if the Hand of the King's here. Remember when y'all, after the library fiasco, y'all got interviewed by the Hand of the King?
Yeah. Okay. That was a little time ago.
So are you Blaine?
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay.
That's just how we're doing it, right?
Silence yourself.
It's up to you, man. It's your character.
I don't know how we're doing it. Like,
Kind of taking a back seat.
Do we want to do it like that? I mean, I could just go as Zane and say that
You're making the call on this one, Tobe.
he
I
went.
mean,
somewhere else.
ultimately, it's your power.
Does
so-
Blaine
Your
have to
uncle,
be here?
but
What
your
you wanna
uncle
do.
is here.
No,
by
Blaine's
the way.
dead.
No, does Blaine have? Well, I know, but do we ever
Yeah,
still
I
run
guess
with
we.
this?
Yeah, I guess
I mean,
we
his
could.
dad
just-
is dead. There's the throne is vacant. So
Yeah.
if we don't fill it, then there's going to be a power.
Somebody else
void,
is going
and
to.
We're going to have to kill a lot more people to get to the point where we
But do
want
we
to.
want to look like we're trying to like
What if we get caught? Yeah.
obfuscate things and like hide stuff from people and wind up making enemies in the process?
I don't know. The only person that he's told was his uncle.
Royal,
Outside
yeah.
of that, nobody else knows that
His
Blaine's
His
dead.
uncle's here, right?
Yeah.
Well, no one knows.
We don't know yet.
No
We
one
haven't
knows
gotten the
Blaine's
tent.
dead.
We're
Yeah.
at breakfast
nobody
right
knows
now, I'm pretty
Blaine's dead,
sure.
but he knows that. Like,
Probably shouldn't let that one spin.
I thought you told him, but like maybe not.
Did anybody leave that battle besides us?
We
Enough to
fucking
kill my
murdered everybody
Yeah.
But
until.
then y'all, but
We
y'all
told
went back and
all
talked
of the
Royal
Erie
though.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The people,
No.
the people in the Erie know that.
Blaine's dead.
Yeah,
But
So it's gonna get out.
maybe.
there might have already been a raven sent.
Yeah.
King is dead. They don't know Mace is dead,
Yeah.
but they also don't know Mace is alive.
So, I mean.
Your call, Tobe.
I'm gonna go with Zane.
Zane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Zane.
I
Okay.
think that's a
like a
smart
right
Cut
move.
that off. Okay.
I don't have it. I don't have.
So,
I can't talk to y'all anymore.
who
Okay,
was in it?
Y'all,
I guess
y'all let
we're
my
killing
guy
more
die.
people, I don't care.
I'm sorry. I tried.
You killed your guy.
I stabbed him.
So what is the marching order?
Where are we going into?
This big, large tent.
And it's on Bear Isle
No, y'all are at the Twins on the north.
I don't
of the
mind walking
Trident.
in first. I'm pretty
On the
tanky
north?
at this
I
point.
think-
to meet the king.
Yeah.
Zane should walk in first
Zane?
with me behind him.
The Northern Army. The Northern Army made room for y'all to land, and when y'all landed, they started moving to where like you had a walkway into this large tent that the main flag sigil is the hand of the king. I mean, hand of the king. I mean the king of the North's flag.
Why don't we send a runner to go fetch y'all's uncle? And then
I
he
mean, I don't know if we have time for that. I mean, there's people lined
But
across this whole thing going to a tent.
he can bring us in.
Can I just dress up in like a place?
I guess
or
we could just
plate
stand in the
armor or
middle of this
something like
army.
Yeah. Like, what the
I
fuck
mean,
are you
you can
looking
grab
at?
a soldier and be like, "Hey, go get your general."
Or we could start fighting them.
Get back on a dragon and start killing some
and-
fuckers if you want to. I
We can
mean,
stand here until they come get us.
Yeah.
Hey, guard. Hey.
You kind of
Come
run
here.
up there.
I'm just gonna wave at him like, get your ass over here, boy.
What was y'all's uncle's name?
He's like,
Royal.
yeah,
Royal
He's like
Baelish.
pointing at. He's like pointing at me. Like he's
Yeah.
pointing at me.
Yeah, you see these important dudes here? Well, get over here.
I say we walk in the tent.
Yeah, little man. What you need?
I'm the stout.
Okay.
Royal sent for us. So
I'm
we
in-
have a meeting with the king of the north.
Yeah, that's what they're waiting on. I think.
Yeah.
Are they all inside?
Yeah, I
Assembled?
think so. After they saw y'all coming in, I saw the tent starting to get a little, more people sitting down and more people leaving.
Very well.
I guess. It's nice to nice to finally meet y'all, Kraken, sir. Yeah.
You're doing a good thing here.
Okay. So he kind of takes this.
Nice.
We walk in.
Yeah. Which way are y'all?
Walk in like
You can walk with two
Vince
people
McMahon.
beside each other. Who's going in first?
I think it should be me and Aiden Zane if we're.
yeah. There you go.
I'll go in.
Okay,
first.
so y'all two are going first.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you walk
Down
closer,
in their shadows.
I'm gonna get on his
I'll
shoulder.
be back.
you see
I'm
half.
invisible? Okay. I'll go invisible.
You see like two other guards holding this flap. The flap's open as you walk in, and it's a little warmer in here. There are a couple of braziers. As you can tell, it's probably about fall now.
That means
At the head of
winter is
there
coming.
is a more of a half circle of just single chairs, no tables in here. To your left and right, you saw where they moved the tables out. So there's a larger chair with a man that looks very similar to Ocean Blackfire. Like you can definitely see the resemblance of this man, and you're assuming that's
Like, and we would know what he looks like.
you've never seen him before, but you're like, yeah, this is probably the hand of the king. He looks
Okay.
Targaryen. He's got the long white hair, narrow face and nose, and real lean.
Mm-hmm.
To his right is the hand of the king. That he knows y'all are obviously in y'all's Guardians gear. And his name is Edmund Baratheon. To this other left is your uncle, Royal Baelish. You see a larger woman that you've seen, which is like the Queen of the Bear Island.
Just the big one here.
Woman is there. And then a little further down, you see the Karstark, which it's a shorter, like 5'4". He's a shorter man, long white beard, older guy, and it's probably like 70s almost. And then you see Rhaegar Stark, the ambassador, kind of just standing to the side, nods at you guys. He walks up and welcome, Kraken. Nice for you to join us. It's an honor to be back in your presence. This is Aemon Targaryen of House Targaryen, King of the North. Would you?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
No, no, yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of whispers to the closest one. Do you want me to introduce y'all, or?
I'll bow. I won't kneel though.
Yeah,
I'll bow.
I'm in bow. Yeah.
I'll kneel.
I'm
You'll know.
invisible.
Okay.
I'm glad.
He's like this here points at you. Is so Aiden Baelish. This here, Cyrus Sand.
Dane. So.
Dane. Now Cyrus Dane. My apologies, sir. This is. I'm sorry. What is your name, sir?
I'm invisible.
You're invisible. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, a little plan going on.
And Zane Aaron, to y'all's surprise, is
The second.
with us.
A second.
And last but not least, the King of the Iron Islands himself, called the Greyjoy.
Flourish.
Of course. With a
My lord.
cape.
I'm very green.
Yeah, you see a few like people come and get chairs for y'all to sit in.
Is it a table?
No, there's no table here. And Aemon Targaryen sits back and welcome. I'm glad that you could make it. So I've been hearing of all the triumphs and tribulations of this Guardian group named the Kraken. I am understood. I was pretty surprised when I saw that someone was wielding a dragon within this group. I had to come and see for myself, especially one that's so unique. As he nods at you,
We have many abilities in the north to
think,
train animals.
you are very. We have the same bloodline. I think we must talk, just us two, and figure out how we are connected and what we can do for one another.
I am here to serve, my lord.
So, how did it go in the Vale?
We met with some very unfortunate events. We spilling the beans on
Mhm.
the plane.
I kind of think they already know. We might as well not.
Unfortunately, our king, Blaine Stark, has perished.
You see Baratheon do like a heavy sigh to the king's right, just puts his hands down, like very, very emotional.
We were confronted by Mace Stark, who we had believed was dead, but evidently was not. And who was the other woman? Was there?
You don't know, you just know of her as the Dragon Queen.
And a dragon queen that was also accompanied them. We were able to vanquish them. Mace Stark seemed to escape us, but we left after that battle and found him on Dragonstone, and we have finished Mace Stark.
So, as he looks over to Baratheon and looks over each one of you, So there is no line of secession. We must find the next ruler, or you must find the next ruler. Or we could make this 7 kingdoms again and I could rule.
Currently, we are a divided 7 kingdoms.
Thought before his untimely death was that we would all rule our own section of the 7 kingdoms and come together as a council to unite to protect the kingdoms.
Not necessarily 7 separate kings, but 7 heads of state. They come together.
But without that,
Without one
Stark
to unite
binding
us.
us, we may have to find a replacement.
I think this is why, as he points to Edmund kind of nods to you. This is why I'm here. Was to formally give the kingdoms to Blaine Stark. I was hoping to, through me and through the entire 6 kingdoms, to give him the crown to where he must sit and rule us all. This unfortunate news, we must come together as a council. For I have grave news that might be even graver than what you've told me, if that's possible. And he kind of looks back down, and Royal puts his hand, starts to look at you and nod. And we've been given a raven from the wall. The rangers beyond the wall have movement. There are hundreds of soldiers walking down the Milkwater, heading this way, all in black. It's as if they are just walking out of blackness, and they have not stopped yet. The Milkwater goes from like a few miles north of Castle Black all the way to the Frostfangs, past the Fist of the First Men.
What do you mean by darkness? Like just night?
What's beyond the wall? The darkness beyond the wall.
Is it a
Seems
storm?
as if
Is it like just nighttime, or you don't even know
it's
what it is?
dark and clouds around the Frostflames.
Okay.
As far as you know, you've never seen it. But
So these men, they do not rest.
they rest.
They rest.
But the Night's Watch doesn't have the men or the power to raid them with guerrilla warfare, to try and slow them down. We must prepare. We must do something. We must figure out a way for the men under this tent to come together as one and figure out.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If I were to ask divination a question, who's the appropriate ruler to help my cause? Would that be an appropriate question?
What do you mean?
Getting a monastery in Westeros. Who'd be the appropriate ruler?
It's gonna probably be whoever they decide here in a minute is gonna actually be the head dick.
Whether we like it or
Well,
not.
if I ask a question, then I can give like input and try to push that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
okay.
And you want to ask your god who
Yeah.
you want them to.
Yeah.
Yeah, go. I mean, do you need to roll something? You want to
Yeah,
cast?
I'm gonna stand behind Connor, or Aiden, or someone big.
Aiden's bigger than
Yeah.
Cyrus.
Or Aiden.
Aiden's bigger.
Someone, because it's gonna pop my invisibility out.
Yeah.
And I can just say, "Oh, I've been here the whole time, and you just didn't see me because I'm small." I'm going to cast divination. Do I need to roll anything?
What does the spell say?
One action, self, instantaneous. I can ask any question to my god.
Okay.
Are you gonna be like sitting there like meditating?
Is there
or,
stuff going
It is
around you or
instantaneous.
anything like that? Oh, okay. Okay.
It is instantaneous.
So you're just gonna kind of think.
Yeah. The special thing
Okay.
about it is if I cast it any more than once, then there's a 25% chance that it goes up.
Okay.
That I get a
So-
random answer that has
you
not
hear
truth.
a whisper in your head.
Okay.
Roll a persuasion check. Just roll a persuasion.
Persuasion. Okay. That shouldn't be too bad.
I think he's trying not to give up the big fucking reveal over here.
If we need the earmuffs, I mean, we can earmuffs.
I can text it to him.
Yeah, sorry, it did say in secret. Sorry. 13 plus 2, 15.
That's okay.
Stout the diviner.
The Divine Stout.
I mean, it's
Sounds like a beer.
Yeah, right.
Maybe I'll have
Freaking
stout.
multi-million-dollar
all right.
right
operate
there.
that.
Royal starts to speak as you do this. As you know, that we don't have the manpower through the Night's Watch to really hold on to the force that is coming. Our northern army can. At this point, the soldiers that they do have, if we march today, we can make it to the wall before they do. And at this point in time, with the numbers we've seen so far, which we're still unsure of, we should be able to hold them. And Baratheons. And that is another reason why our army is south of here. We were hoping that Blaine could take over the stars and swords and stars, and as the king willed the armies north.
Doesn't Calder have ships headed that way? Don't we have ships going that way?
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay, then he does.
Yeah, we got, because remember we sent a letter saying that we're sending the bad guys basically there first, and then
That's right. You did send. You sent the syndicate ships to the north too.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we have them hitting first to soften up the target, and
Might
our
tell
guys
them
coming
that.
in
We've
next.
got an army on the way.
Yeah.
So, but they're just letting you know their plans.
Basically
So
using syndicate as fodder.
We should
Yeah, we've got some.
throw in here. Hey, we've done the same as well. You know what I mean?
so
We've got two separate armies going
Yeah.
there.
At least they know we're completely on their side.
you
now.
know. Anybody want to speak now?
I believe that we already have a suitable individual to be our leader here.
Do you talk?
Yeah.
You see a couple of guards come out, and Royal's like he's with them. He's
He just didn't see me.
He's a sneaky one.
I was here the entire time. I'm just short. He's
Little man.
easily missed.
Little man, step forward.
Hello.
Say what you want to say.
There has been many events that have been grievous and massive in the early months. However, we have one who has not only surpassed these events, but has conquered them. I want to cast Suggest.
You're gonna try to cast suggestion.
Yeah.
You know, be careful casting spells at people.
Especially when they
you
have
have to
that
kind
shit
of
as well.
Well-
things.
Yeah, maybe that's true. I'm just gonna say it then.
Just be suggestive.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be suggestive.
Yeah, you can still persuade people. You know what I mean? Like you can still persuade, because suggestion only lasts for like 6 seconds anyways. You know what I mean? So like you can try to persuade
We
someone.
have here.
You can manipulate anyone like that. You know what I mean? That's probably better than a spell at this point.
We have here a conqueror of dragons. Who else is better to lead us than our Dragon King himself?
Lord of the King of the North looks at him, and this man's correct. I like that, but it is not my kingdoms. I don't really have much of a say, but I would prefer the bloodline to stay within all these kingdoms. But that is not my choice.
Well, then we can, what you say, put his name forth?
Edmonds looks up and says, I think that would be a good idea, as we have royal blood on this tent. I think it would be fair to discuss a placeholder for now. someone to get the armies where they need to be.
Of course, if he agrees.
So,
Hayden?
who royal is, what is it, not nominate, but what would you say?
Volunteers tribute.
Tribute. I don't think that's quite it.
So yes.
So, yeah, and I will
I'd say nominate.
Nominate would probably
I will
work.
nominate
Dick pig.
Dick pic?
someone of my blood, someone that has
Please.
fled from disaster but has risen from the ashes and taking back his homeland already. There's so many. He is from a rich family name, someone that already has the backing, someone that already has the houses that will follow him. I suggest my nephew, Zane Aaron II.
Oh.
Baratheon looks at you and says, "Do you accept the nomination?"
I accept.
Whoa. This train is derailing.
The hand of the King of the North steps up and says, "I, Aemon Targaryen, King of the North, I nominate maybe the last dragon, the man that has fought dragons, taken control of dragons. The blood that flows through my veins flows through his. Therefore I suggest and nominate Aiden Baelish."
Accept.
I like put
You
you on the spot
accept.
there. Sorry about that, sir.
Like it.
At this time, I'm going to have to decline your nomination. I think the fight is in the north, and we should be thinking about that instead of who is ruling what and what is happening where.
A ruler is who sends men to fight for him. There needs to be fighters there. Does there not?
There will be fighters there. There's plenty of heads of houses here to make fighters anytime we need it.
Who would they rally behind?
The person I would also nominate.
He makes a good point.
Rhaegar Stark steps up. I nominate the last true male Stark. I suggest the one who was raised and fought alongside Mace himself, the one that helped mold the brilliant Blaine Stark himself, a man that promised to never do wrong. I, Rhaegar Stark, Ambassador of the North, reclaim my ambassadorship to the North, and I will take the placeholder as the king. And if we succeed, we will invite all houses throughout the lands for a ceremony to decide if we will be all for one or many houses at the same table, in equal amount, with equal say, instead of one name ruling them all. Baratheon stands up, and for those who are our nominees, we have Zane Aaron, the young boy.
The second.
Second of his name.
ZJ.
Zij.
You have to ask
Or-
to afford it.
The man who doesn't have lofty goals, but decided to stay between both realms and to keep the peace. I think we can trust him
Sorry about that.
to keep us moving forward. I suggest and I vote for Rhaegar Stark. Raise your hand for Rhaegar Stark.
Do we get a vote?
Might
Yeah,
I,
everybody in there here does. Do you want to say something before?
might I suggest a break in the council to give us all a moment to process the names that have been brought forth here. Give us a chance to.
Yeah, I could use the smoke.
I would like to consult my god and see if he will give me any guidance on how I cast my vote.
The woman that's like a few
You
chairs
cast your
down.
vote for Zane.
She's like, yeah,
I'll look at the vote for
I've
you.
got to take a shit.
Hold on a minute. 1 second.
Yeah.
A brief
We will go in recess
recess.
an hour as the hand of the king snaps, and you see tables getting back,
Could be more effective.
and then you see putting fruit and like some sausages and bacon on the table, and we'll snack as these two girls like, have wine bottles, and we'll take a quick
wine.
break, a few drinks for us to think about it. But as for now, before we put this into recess, says the hand of the king, is anyone else? I will give you this time and time alone for you to step up and claim to run the 6 kingdoms within this time. Looks around. All right. Gavel hits.
So who we got? We got
do it.
Zane, and we got Aiden.
No, I'm out.
He
Yep,
turned it
yep,
down.
he's gone. He turned it down.
We got Rhaegar Stark,
Mm-hmm.
and he's the
Zane and Rhaegar.
He is the youngest brother of Mace Stark and your stepmom.
He's a she.
She's a
And since he was the youngest son, he went to be the ambassador between the 7 kingdoms and 6 kingdoms.
wait between who? Between who?
The 6 kingdoms in the north.
Who is
Sorry,
he the son of? Who?
not son, but he's the youngest brother.
Youngest
Sorry, apologies, I
Mace
misspoke.
Stark?
He's the youngest brother of Mace Stark and Olenna Stark, your stepmom.
Okay.
So, like, you know,
That's like a step uncle almost.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but he's never like he pretty much like gave his lands away and everything.
Why'd you take your hat out of the ring?
So, like
He didn't. He took
My
it out
mission is not
right
over.
now.
My mission has never been to rule.
It's out until
My mission has
after
always
fall.
been to go north.
I kind of just got put on the spot, and I kind of accepted out of
Man, you got put on.
I almost jumped on it just because the throne was open. I was like, well,
I almost nominated you. I probably should have.
Oh
Him?
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have.
I'm just saying, my mission has always been to go north. It's never been to rule nothing. It's never been any of
How long
that.
has Rhaegar
My mission's got to be over.
I'm
and
gonna
we'll
need a
talk
lot of
about
help if I do this.
How long has Rhaegar been the hand of the king?
Nah, he's the ambassador between the north and the south.
Now the hand was.
But he
killed,
stays
right?
pretty much in the north. But if like if there's any border disputes or anything, like he's there to like pass communications
Seems
between.
like a good choice.
And he's like it's almost like the
No,
it's
we
like
wanna
the Knights-
control this.
It's like the
Yeah.
Night's King. You know what I mean?
I mean,
The Knights.
Calder's
I mean,
not
the
gonna
Night's
bow
Watch.
to him.
You gotta like.
Yeah, no.
You gotta get rid of all your lands and everything to be this.
Didn't we
ambassador.
already kill the hand?
no, the hand's here standing.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we killed the
We
hand.
killed the maester.
Oh, the maester. Okay,
The
yeah.
major reason why I declined is because my cousin is up for it as well.
Right.
The Hand of the King is
Might
like
as well
in
just vote
charge
for
now.
You don't
him.
even wanna
Why would we
rule
split
like
votes?
Yeah, he doesn't
I
want
will
to
take all of the land.
We're-
My land
I'm
now.
going back in there. I'm throwing
I'm just
my
saying,
claim.
why would we split votes? I mean,
Well,
then he's going to win
so-
for sure.
I'm gonna go talk to Rhaegar.
Yeah, I
Let me
think-
tell
I
you the
think
votes
two
real
should talk
quick.
about it.
Just so y'all have
vote
them,
for
right? You have
Because you're a
the
psychopath
King of the
that
North
murders people.
of vote,
You're not
Hand of the King,
wrong.
Baratheon
Per se.
of vote, Royal of vote.
I don't wanna talk about
the
enjoyment in ripping that king apart.
Bear Island
Well,
has a vote.
Mormon.
Mormon will have a vote,
Stark.
and then you're gonna have the Karstark will have a vote, and then yes, that's it.
So it's a 5-5 tie.
hmm As of right now.
I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna.
I'll go talk to Royal. We should go talk to Royal.
Go talk to Royal. I'm gonna go talk to Rhaegar. Stark.
We need a break.
Ooh.
Or
I
something.
don't have a drink, so I at least want to go get a drink.
Yeah, go grab a drink.
Okay, go grab one real quick.
I do have one thing to say before. I'm gonna say it in character, so let's wait.
Okay.
Alright. Is everyone kind of semi-close to the tent?
Yeah, I mean,
They're just kind of like on the outskirts, I'm assuming.
they're just kind of like, you see like the Hand of the King talking with Royal, and they're just like picking at some grapes. You know what I mean? Like the Hand of the King's still on his chair. Like there's like this like hot chick like kind of like pouring wine into his glasses. He's kind of just scanning.
I'm gonna.
You know.
That's Aegon. Tyrion.
Yeah,
I'm sure
Aemon.
we've said
Aemon
here and
Targaryen.
discussed that like Calder's not gonna vote for like basically anybody other than one of our party members.
For sure.
And since Zane's kind of hesitant about like wanting to take it, like I'm gonna go make my claim.
That's fair.
So like during that conversation, I'm gonna walk in there and I'm gonna scoot a chair next to a table and I'm gonna step up on a table and go, I, Calder Greyjoy,
Damn Iron Islanders.
makes my claim to the throne.
And he gets
Them
ignored.
English.
As a king, I've already reigned. I've had the experience of commanding these men, the strongest of men this land can possibly birth. I want to lead us into the future. I want to lead these men.
You want to lead these men, Baratheon says. Roll a persuasion check.
Can I go in there?
Yeah.
Probably
Absolutely.
You're in there.
We're all
Okay,
standing
I'm gonna go in there
together.
and
You
I'm
can
gonna.
talk.
Shit.
Y'all are like
I'm
in
gonna
there.
get up on the table. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and I say, I nominate Calder Greyjoy.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah.
All right.
There we go.
I take back my
30.
decline.
Oh my
30?
God.
30.
Did you see the Baratheon nods his head? Everyone looks around, looks at him, and he has accepted the nomination.
Real fucked.
Anyone else?
Well,
Baratheon says. Remember, someone must control the Southern Army. For the Southern Army must come with us and get losses just as much as the Northern Army. We don't want them to flee in the north and take lands that we will have
That's why
to
you
try
should
and
have been.
take back.
That's why you should have
anyone
been.
here that has any sway over the southern lands?
Maybe like a Dornishman?
With an iron fist, we can take control of them.
Yes. Calder has a southern army. Zane has a southern army. I have a southern army.
And I think
I have
that is
no
why Rhaegar could possibly be the perfect one, because he does not have
They
an
didn't
army.
like that.
He has his sway is with us. For if he steps out of line, no offense, Rhaegar, we can crush him.
I would say, as a man that has led men before in armies, it would be better left in experienced hands. As one that controls the depth of the sea, more mass than land, I would say I'm the best choice for the job.
Out of your peripheral, you see someone that you haven't seen in a while. Little 5'1", couple of short swords, eyeing our boy Zane in Guardian's gear, talking to the really short 65, 70-year-old man, Thrice Karstark. The one that tried to kiss you, the one that you
Shunned.
in the training grounds,
Shite.
as you might realize.
The future queen.
So, we'll break a little longer now that we have a new nominee. But this will be the last time anybody else. They don't even have to be here. You can nominate someone else. But I suggest us get this done today so we can move forward and trek north.
I just don't see. I think my character is just trying to get north and fight. And
All right.
If you're in control,
I
you can
mean,
make it happen.
I'll take the Erie. That's
It's already
all I
happening.
want.
I'm gonna go talk to Rhaegar Stark.
it just.
Okay.
I have a possible solution. Aiden and Zane are family. This is all
So they
about
should fuck.
A northern and a southern.
Wait.
Lock and load, Zane.
Zane the Lion.
You gotta marry his sister.
Well,
Seen worse.
No, shut the fuck up.
wait,
Let me finish.
stepdad. You gotta be stepdad of Wayne Wood. Little boy Wayne Wood.
Nah, never mind.
Stepdad to little Wayne Wood.
This is all about making a better kingdom, a better system,
Better
right?
tomorrow.
A better tomorrow.
The more you
Today.
know.
Make it better tomorrow, yesterday. So why not have two kings? One that works the politics and one that works the military. This
Sounds like a terrible idea.
Yeah, that's not gonna
That
work
older
at all.
guy in the older car start, shorter guy, he comes up and asks, he's like, Zane, can I speak with you? Just me and you.
Okay, I'll go with him.
Alright,
What we
so
should
now y'all
have
can
is
continue to
a
talk.
king and a hand of the king.
So Zane walks
Good.
off. Zane walks off with Lord Karstark. Are you gonna walk
So-
off and talk to Rhaegar? Okay.
So the one thing they're trying to do is have someone that commands a southern army.
Well, that can bring them together.
Like that's what he was saying, basically.
Yeah.
Zane is the man for the job. I don't know why he threw his hat out of it.
I'm not good at talking
No, he didn't
to
throw his.
people.
He didn't throw his hat out.
Go on.
Okay.
just
He didn't throw
I
nominated
his
just
hat out.
nominated him.
Okay.
Yeah, he just nominated him.
I don't know what you're talking
just
about.
don't
I think
know.
you're the best person for the job.
It's not really
he
like-
deals with all this stuff
Okay,
in the
so-
Like,
You talk to. He
To be fair,
talks with
we have
both.
a
King of the North, isn't he?
No, he is.
Oh yeah, he's ambassador.
To be
Same
fair,
sorry,
we have
yeah.
a fleet that's made up of like every house almost.
Yes, Lord Dane.
yes, sir. Lord Stark. What if we
I'm no lord, just Rhaegar.
Rhaegar, call me Cyrus.
Nice Cyrus.
May we have a word?
Of course.
Private.
Yes, of course.
We're gonna go find a place outside the tent.
Just a reminder, he was the one that ran to y'all and said Blaine was kidnapped, and he was hanging out with this, Faith Militant. Just so y'all remember that,
I'd like to ask you some questions. I'm leaning on supporting
Not getting that bad.
your claim. I
Alright.
think you fit the bill nicely of what we need, but I need to be assured of some things.
I understand.
Would you allow
He
me?
opposed to Zone of Truth.
Exactly. Would you be willing to answer some questions that I can guarantee you answer truthfully?
Can we do this? You want to do this now?
Yes, in private, so it won't be.
All right,
We'll find a spot.
that's fine.
I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth.
Okay. Y'all can see out of like the side of y'all. Y'all see them kind of walk away. Do y'all want to try to follow them too? Y'all
No, no, no.
Y'all are still kind of talking. Okay.
We should go talk to
I
Uncle.
want to get a little close,
I'm going with
but
somebody, right?
Yeah, you're on the other side of the tent.
I'm not with you.
Just want to make sure no one wants to see.
I want to try to
any of
stay in between both sides
Okay.
a little bit. I want to just be able to hear at least a little bit.
this. Yes.
I'll,
What?
I'll cast up Zone of Truth.
And you see like almost like a small flame kind of circle around him, and then
Is he gonna check against it?
No.
Okay. So you've been ambassador of the north to the south. You've dealt with many of the houses.
this for almost over 30 years.
You've had to have worked closely with Mace and his hand and
Aemon, and yes, you might say I'm one of the most trusted allies of the King of the North, Aemon Targaryen.
did you have any knowledge of Mace's doings with the Syndicate?
No,
It's good to know. How do you plan to bring this team together?
I don't plan to bring them together as much as put them on a path to battle and victory.
If we are victorious against this evil in the north, what will be your plans for the kingdom then?
We will come together as one. I will step down and continue to be the ambassador between the North and the South.
Very good.
if that is what they choose for me.
Who do you see as your most trusted allies?
I mean,
Aemon.
yeah, Aemon. I mean, he just the Stark family. There's the families around, like the Baratheons. Like, he deals with all the upper lords in King's Landing more than anything.
Okay.
He's obviously probably gone to the Vale a little bit, but he's like, I don't travel to the Vale much. I mostly stay within Dragonstone and King's Landing, and I'll go to the Twins, obviously, and then I'll go through the Riverlands on my way back. And
Do you have any other lords that you suspect to be involved with this syndicate?
there are some that I haven't seen in a while, and we have birds. Pretty good sense of who Mace was within the syndicate. I can give you a list.
Yes, might not be necessary currently, but it's definitely something we'll have to deal with after all of this is done.
Yes, I feel as their biggest, their most powerful allies have been destroyed. I don't see them continuing with this farce. I can maybe see them fleeing across to the east, honestly. As you know, you are a very popular group within the Guardian Society, and I sense no one will really step towards you after the stories get a little bit get moved throughout the kingdoms.
It's been a difficult road. We've lost some very dear friends.
I am shattered, and that is the only reason I am willing to do this, even though I took a vow not to, just to make sure these kingdoms do not fall.
Will you... I remove the circle. Will you take a vow to be here to hold to your word on the blood of Blaine Stark?
A vow to Blaine Stark.
Just a vow to...
Oh, a vow. Okay, I thought you were wanting to bow to you.
No. Just a-
No, I vow my family's legacy. My father, my sister is still with me, of course. As you know, I might not be on the best of terms, but I know my nephew's gone because of you.
She, what was,
Her sister's name, is it Alana?
yeah, Eliana or something.
Yeah,
That makes sense. She was
I've got it up right here.
always very good to me. When she didn't have to be and others weren't. I could tell there is goodness in that line.
Oh, yeah. OLENNA. I understand. I knew he was...
You'll garner plenty of support from those of Dorne and those of Highgarden. You come with high respect there.
I appreciate it.
I'll do what I can to sway the others.
I appreciate
I
that.
will support you.
Thank you.
How much of that did I hear?
Roll a perception check.
I got an 8.
You didn't hear a whole lot, unfortunately.
Okay.
You,
Not that big a deal.
you heard some, but you just didn't, like...
I'm going to try to talk to him later anyway.
Now, two, our charisma beast himself.
Oh, I've chosen wrong. I've chosen wrong.
Oh, let me get this guy's name.
Not talking next campaign.
This is funny.
It'll be on you.
Harris,
cords ripped out.
Harris
grunt.
Tarstock.
Nice to meet you.
So, Zane, my darling granddaughter, tells me a lot about you. Says you are
Oh no.
a good soul, someone that the North can trust, someone that has the power to, and the allies, to crush the whatever you desire. That's what we need,
Okay.
Lord. You must become this next heir, this next general of the Southern lands. See it as that. Don't see it as you are ruling the kingdoms. You are ruling an army. As you are, I see your swords. I see the look in your eyes. You have the desire. You have the power. The will of the old gods. The North remembers. I will vote for you.
Thank
Bear
you.
Island will vote for you.
I appreciate that very much.
Under one condition.
Marriage proposal.
Marriage proposal.
We will talk about that at a later
No,
time.
no,
After
no.
we win the war.
Okay.
I tell you. We are the keepers of the North. You will have a strong ally across the entire kingdoms if you become this. Talk to your friends. Make sure that a Greyjoy does not rule the sea and also the land of the south. That will destroy Bear Island. Please talk to your friends. Grasp the mantle and be the general to these southern lords and destroy these men from the darkness, for I sense that you will. The old gods have spoken to me. As he winks to you. Bran Stark has told me that you will take this and you will succeed. To believe in a scraggly, skinny man with long hair and an eye robe will come to a tent, the White Lord, and you will have his back. And we will succeed. As the big woman now walks up behind him, puts his arm on his shoulder. What's her name though? Yorella Mormont. She has a big broadsword on her back.
Nice to meet you.
You have my vote.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
If
Harris is like Zane's Paul Heyman.
you will always have an ally in the North. The North remembers, boy. She winks. Turns around and pats little Harry's on the shoulder, and they both kind of walk away. And as they kind of walk away, you see Thrice with her short swords, her short hair. She's gotten pretty hot. She's like an 8, dude. As she looks at you, she gets out her short sword and puts a line in front of her. Takes a step back and just looks at you with a smirk.
Training time.
All right,
Time.
Baratheon. Do y'all want to talk for a little bit longer? I'll give you.
I want to go to a brazier, and I want to try to commune with my god a little bit.
I would like to talk to Royal as well,
Okay.
but
Well, you get to Royal. Just walks to you
yeah.
after y'all kind of start separating. He puts you in a big. Y'all got a big burly bear hug.
Hello, Uncle.
Hayden.
Thanks for nominating me, but I figured there was already one of our side here. I just hope all these other people realize if you take one of us, you get us all.
I understand, nephew. I feel I wanted it for you, but
There will be time for that.
I had to be loyal to Loyal in this moment, because I know that Zane already holds lands and you do not. But I was not going to allow you not to have the opportunity to receive what you deserve. What has been taken from you is uncalled for. You have, which, it's funny, the royal bloodline within you. As tainted as it might be, as what others might say, you were born to lead, my boy.
We had to fight harder than any of these people to make our name what it is.
The Ice Clans were scared of you. You became a hedge knight, as your last name told you to be. Moved your way from the north of northern lands to the most southern in Dorne, and what do you have to say for it? A 3-headed fucking goddamn dragon as he fucking grabs your hand like, there's nothing that you can't take. You are the most powerful amongst us all. There's no reason to nominate. You would
Do the nominees get to vote as well?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I highly doubt I get.
Calder may have
Those two probably.
Yeah.
Well,
we all
at
might
least
have lost
at
us
least
a vote.
Zane.
Okay. Uncle, can Zane have your vote? Are we keeping this in the family, or are we gonna...
I am voting Zane if you will not take it.
I am voting Zane as well. I think that at this point it really doesn't fucking matter. And we should keep it in the family. I think everybody that is here, except for maybe Calder, is looking to give it back.
I will say this, nephew.
Or not to give it back, but step down.
I'll tell you this, nephew. He can take it. And you can be my heir at the Dreadfort. You can be the next General of the North. Both of my nephews ruling the one kingdoms, the other nephew ruling the other.
Oh, I plan on ruling everything, but my mission is not done
His
yet.
eyes kind of pop back like, oh, damn, this motherfucker is serious.
My mission is not done yet. My mission has always been to push north and fight what is coming.
Longclaw's you're gonna have to get your inventory of Longclaw. I built it.
Okay.
Anyways, he looks at your sword, and it's funny you say that. Maybe you are the right man to wield that blade.
Feels good in the hands.
That's what she said.
The three of us, family, all I have left, and it's all this world needs to take it back.
Should always keep it in the family.
Aye.
Yep.
So, is that it?
So our vote is for Zane.
He votes for Zane. Yeah, puts his hand out.
Good to see you, Uncle.
Good to see you too. Anybody else? Brazier time, I guess.
You lucky
You wanna do
bastards.
anything,
You can always
Calder?
just go to commune with your
You're
guys.
just kind of
whenever you
like
feel it.
eating.
I'm just standing
cannot.
where I was, looking at everybody.
That was your
Gloves
recently
are
game.
off.
Did
Scrambling.
ask one
Yeah.
question.
You got a cigarette in your hand.
Uh-huh.
You're like,
If anybody wants to come challenge me at any time,
Zane, go get you a vote. You need a vote, bro. Go get you a vote.
got
Anyone but him.
got the dagger pulled out.
That
stuck
son of a
it to
bitch
the table
stabbed me
beside
so many times yesterday.
hot,
Who should I go talk to?
flame built up, and
Talk to somebody?
Zane just standing there in the middle
all
of
right.
Hello.
Hey.
hello, Lord of Light.
We got God speaking here.
Okay.
No one interrupts the God. That's me. Now we'll have a quick break after this.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Had to try it.
Just please, I would like to. I need some answers in this time.
I need some answers.
We're facing a difficult decision. Who should we elect to lead us into this battle against your foes?
There's like you look into this flame and it turns almost into darkness, and the darkness kind of turns into a blurry gray, black, white picture of all five of you walking into this darkness. Then you have a sense it doesn't really matter. In a good way. Doesn't frighten you. It's more of like us together is what we need, not one. Because you know the Lord of Light don't care about none of this shit going on under this tent.
I'm gonna get a huddle. Huddle up. Whoa, huddle up.
Do anything? You want to do anything else?
I'm not gonna do anything stupid.
I don't believe you.
Go sell yourself, Zane.
I go
Okay.
talk back with Ragnar again.
Cyrus, again?
So soon.
You're scaring me, man.
You going back on the alliance?
Yeah, he goes back like, I ain't voting for you.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, Doug.
You don't have enough
Those
votes,
reasons I'm
man.
out.
And I have an idol.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I got an extra vote, bro. Like,
Just doing what the House wants this week.
Yeah.
just going with the House. Now. I couldn't rally the votes.
Sorry, man.
No, it's
I tried.
now he's like stepped more into the tent now, and he's kind of just a little nervous, waiting. Just kind of hands kind of shaking.
I've consulted with the Lord of Light. I've looked into the flames. But I feel now that we shouldn't have a singular leader. But I don't know where that leads this vote. We're all focused on electing one. We may be doing disservice to us all.
I understand.
That's why you should vote for Zane.
But I do believe with all of my heart there must be one to push when it's time to push.
I do feel that having one of us guardians in the role of the leaders of this army, it may distract us from our goal of fighting together against it. I hate to tear away one of our attention from working as a unit, instead focusing on running the army. I would still wish rather to have someone like you taking over the army so that we can move freely.
I think what's most likely going to happen is you and the Kraken will have to do what's necessary, but also electing one leader could cause comfort and understanding between leaders of the North and the Southern Lords. The Northern Accord is a very particular and defiant type of group where if no one is leading those Southern armies, they will stay here at the Twins. And we do have what's in between the Northern and Southern Lords, the Greyjoys.
I could.
And if we could get someone to speak with them, and I can just push the Southern Lords, I'm the easy bet.
I would say the person in his party is the easy bet, but
he's just going for himself.
Yeah.
I feel like we should have invited a leader from the Southern armies. Well, I guess he was over there.
Well, the Hand of the King is like the king right now.
Yeah, that's right.
Someone could have said, I do the Hand of the King, and no one did, but
Yeah. Who was the Hand of the King? What was his name?
Baratheon.
Baratheon. Yeah,
Edmund
he's a
Baratheon.
Baratheon.
Could I make him?
I mean, that might be something y'all discuss in the tent, you know what I mean? But
Can I make him the hand of the king? Or,
When you become king, you gotta fucking become king first, bro.
I don't know, but that's what I'm saying.
Oh, he'd probably
You
just
can do
stay
it. No,
in
you
position.
better fucking
He's
make
been
one of
there
us
for a
into the king. What are you talking
I don't
As
know.
long
What
as
does the
they
hand
all
of the king
support
do?
the decision, they'll be
It's like the
able to
right-hand man.
sway
Yeah,
the-
so-
Vice president.
Okay.
Whenever the king says
Okay.
he
I'm
has
gonna
to
build
let him man before he
a-
goes and gets everyone to do it. Yeah.
I was thinking like
alright.
an army or something like that.
No, that's what do they call that in King Game of Thrones? The person that leads the military.
No,
Did
it
they
was.
just call it general?
No, it was the.
Alright.
I
I got-
him the general.
Because there was 4 positions, right?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes the head of the King's Guard would.
Kingsguard. I had the Kingsguard would have been that. That'd
Yeah.
probably be it.
If y'all want to, we can take a
Royal
break
Army,
real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing a thing here that I'm going to do on the vote.
I have this huge
So
back.
y'all go and get a little break. I'm going to do this thing on the computer. And
Still not gonna tell us if the nominees get a vote.
no, you don't know.
Okay.
But I'm not going to go down, so whenever y'all are ready, just come back up.
Okay.
Well, if one of y'all, no, bring me another beer on your way
Okay.
back up.
I got you.
I can get you one right now.
Maybe Toby should.
Well, I guess
You
not.
forgot your Red Bull.
Yeah, we should. God damn, that
Leave
thing was
Toby
like
alone.
3
He's your
months
fucking
ago.
king.
That was like 3
Cyrus
fucking
is not
months
yet
ago. Toby will never live back with that.
You talk like this to your king?
I'm kind of pissed I didn't get a nom.
Unfortunately.
So we figured out nothing.
I know what
Go
I want
Zane.
to do. If
All
I
right,
can.
so you hear clap as the tables start getting moved, and a large circular table gets put in its spot.
We did have a question.
No questions allowed,
Does Stout get a vote?
and we'll find out.
We don't even know if we get a vote.
Well, I'll show you also what y'all know what I'm going to show Boom so he knows I'm not messing. All right. Edmund Baratheon stands up. Time of deliberation is over. We will go alongside to our candidates. You must stand and tell us why or what you will do if you were given the position. A short, brief why.
Maybe go with Rhaegar first. Give these two some time to think.
Roll D20, Calder, and Zane. Oh, okay.
This is your time to shine, Zane.
What was it?
13.
Okay.
My
11.
charisma.
You got this, bro. You got this.
First, we will do. Will soon to be, I'm assuming, Lord of the Vale and the Eyrie. You'll go first.
Go first?
Yes.
Alright, I'm going to stand up. Alright, this kind of got thrust upon me, but I'm going to do my best with this opportunity, and with all of my friends. I have a lot of good leaders in my friendly group that we can use to go north, face the enemy, destroy them. That's the plan.
All right, cousin.
Next,
Is it me?
Calder.
I, Calder Greyjoy,
I love it every time. Calder Greyjoy.
Put
Brother
on.
Victorian.
plan on bringing glory back to my people. Plan on bringing respect back to the Seven Kingdoms. No longer will it be a Game of Thrones, but a true test of gods. Let our people be free. Let our people be strong. Let us break bread with each other and continue on to the future.
I need persuasion checks from both of y'all. Unless you're lying and you do this, and then you do, you know.
Natural 20.
God.
31.
What's your plus on that?
Plus 10.
30 and 31.
30 and 31.
Oh, I snubbed you out by one.
Alright.
Oh shit!
Rhaegar stands up.
Oh,
Yeah.
And he's like in a very,
Yeah.
almost like a maester's type of robe, but nicer cut. No metal around him, just a nice golden, like braided cloth band around his waist.
Can I actually do intimidation? No, I'm not. Never mind. I'm not intimidating.
Lords, I want you to close your eyes. I want you to think of who has been loyal to the crown. Who has, he looks at you like,
Oh, sorry.
who has
Let's
given,
go, Brandon.
I've had an opportunity to be in the King's Guard. I've had the opportunity to be on the council in King's Landing. I've had the opportunity to keep my name in the hat to be the King of Westeros. But I, knowing that a man is far more important, and that is to be the ambassador between these two powerful lands. And we have held peace until now. Of 35 years of doing my job and gaining allies with no desire to rule, I will continue that. I, Rhaegar Targaryen, I meant Stark, shit. Rhaegar Stark,
Doesn't
will
even know his
continue
own
to
name.
will continue to be faithful. And I will take this army of the southern soldiers north and go back beyond the wall finish this fight, as Michael Irvin would say.
Close.
He sits back down. He does not get a 31.
What did he?
Baratheon stands up. I have unfortunate news. Stout, you do not have a vote, as you are not, unfortunately.
'Twas very fair.
But I have been nice enough to allow you to stay and listen and be with your comrades, because I know you will take an important part
Much appreciated.
into this fight. As you all know as well, those who have been nominated will not cast a vote. So, as I have... Oh, God, oh no, what the hell is that? The spinning wheel. And who will vote first?
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
I, Edmund Baratheon, will vote first. It is fitting that no one nominated the Hand of the King. I think it shows that I am too rooted into the lands for the northern armies to really trust me, and I understand. But I know who Rhaegar Stark is. I have grown up with him. He has been like a brother to me. The Stark and Baratheon families have been joined not only through marriage, but through friendship, through the bonds of our last war, as Daenerys Targaryen came and destroyed King's Landing. I helped rebuild, he helped rebuild, and we rebuilt two kingdoms that are more powerful now. And therefore I cast my vote. So Rhaegar Stark. 1.
Nodding my head.
Stark. 1.
That's you.
We will pass it along to a member of the Guardians. A member that I've seen grow into the man he is, from a Sand to a Dane. Cyrus, it is the floor is yours.
After much deliberation, communication with you all here, I must also vote for Rhaegar Targaryen.
Stark.
Rhaegar
Stark.
Stark.
I wish I was a Targaryen.
No one knows his name.
I don't even know his name.
I chose the wrong. He should have just been Chad.
I apologize, Zane,
Oh,
but
name Brad.
I'm gonna go tell Bran.
I see our path together as a group, and for one of us to be plucked away from this current task, I think it would be too detrimental to the cause. I see Rhaegar as the man that can take control of this army and let us be more as a singular unit.
You can suck my unit.
Royal, the floor is yours. As you all know, about 15 years ago, my brother, my twin brother, was massacred with his family in the Vale. We were fortunate enough to have the allies to swing and sweep young Zane here and his mother and sisters to Lys. He is my blood. He has the blood that is meant to rule. And I think he is wise enough to send these armies where they need to be. I am wise enough to guide his hand in that. And therefore I will allow him to do as he pleases. As with on the journey he leaves, I will make sure his will be done.
Ooh. Getting spicy.
I'm gonna move up to side hearing. He sounds biased.
We will go back to another Guardian, as it is 2 to Rhaegar Stark, 1 to Zane Aaron II. Aiden Baelish, you have the floor.
I, Aiden Baelish, cast my vote for my cousin, Zane Aaron, the second of his name. I believe he will be a just ruler. We were brought together before we even knew we were family. We were family before we even knew we were family. To me, we are of one brain, of one God,
One brawn.
and of one country,
Wonder what.
all ruled by our future king, Zane Aaron.
Am I close to him? Am I close to him?
Yeah, you're next one.
The Viking handshake.
They suddenly just start making
I heard they're kissing, cousin.
It is 2-2.
Only called her had a vote.
Stay.
Here's Karstark. You have the floor.
Bring the pain.
Damn it.
I, Here's Karstark.
You really want that marriage?
As I know, my distant cousins of the Starks are good men. I am wise enough to listen to the other generations, the ones that have gained the powers that my generation has not. I see a man, a badass mother. Won't take no crap from nobody.
Shut your mouth.
But I have seen the old gods come to me in my dreams. I've seen this man, Zane Aaron II, lead us into this battle. Therefore, my vote is for Zane.
Thank you.
It's not a blowout. That's all that matters. King of the North.
Gonna get rough.
Woo! God, should have been talk to fucking Mormons.
This was unexpected.
Hey, they know there's 2 votes left.
As you know, here in the kingdoms, women always go last.
What an opening statement.
Aemon Targaryen, King of the North. As you know, it is 2 to Rhaegar and 3 to Zane Aaron II. What is your vote? The floor is yours. Takes a step back, and I've known Rhaegar since I can remember. We've both traveled from the north back to the south, back to the north, to the wall. We have seen these kingdoms together. We've learned to fight together. He has been my right-hand man when it comes to issues involving the 6 kingdoms, and he has been anything that I've asked him to be. He has been true, loyal, and has been a best friend. Therefore, I vote Rhaegar Stark. It's 3-3.
It's crazy it came out this way.
God.
On a fucking weird
Watch the last one.
spinning
Just
wheel
like,
deal.
I'm going to vote for Greyjoy. And just
What the heck
totally
did I
fuck
do?
everything.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
3-way battle royale.
Bear Island
Well, you wouldn't
steps up.
do it 2-way. You would just have been.
All right.
I, Urella Mormont, don't bloody care for this farce. What I care about is protecting my island. I've seen the ships. I'm unsure if they're coming for me or for the ones beyond the wall. But after today, it is good to see a Greyjoy is on our side.
I'm fucking leaving.
And for that, I would, if the votes were for the Greyjoy, for they aren't, I would do the next best thing. His ally, the Krakens, the one that holds the dragon, holds the keys to defeating this blackness beyond the wall. With a snap of the Kraken's fingers, we would all be dust and fly away turn to darkened snow. So therefore, I will vote Zane Aaron II.
King.
All hail King Zane!
As the ruler for now.
Ominous.
And she smiles at you and winks. Looks at Calder. Looks at Longclaw, which it is a Mormont blade. I wish I could. She just says it. She don't sit down. I wish I could come with you. I wish one of you would lead by my side at Bear Island if needed. For I am not married. She's probably like in her mid-30s. For I am not married.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you. She sits down.
Come on, experienced.
Baratheon, once she just stands up,
I'll stand.
they bring out the same size throne as as the King of the Norse, and put it there. As he says, "Kneel."
I'll kneel.
It doesn't take me very far.
He looks around if Calder, will you say the words to, as you are king yourself, I feel it is only fair that you do the ceremony to make Zane our ruler of the Six Kingdoms. Would you do that?
I will. And when he kneels, I'll take the black sword from behind his back.
Blackfire?
That
His when you gave him.
I lay it down on his shoulder. I, Calder Greyjoy, with the power invested in me, see fit to make you king of the Seven Kingdoms.
6.
Soon to be 7.
Do you, Zane Erenthal, accept this?
I accept.
I stab the sword into the ground in front of him.
Into his back. His spine.
Then rise and take your place amongst us.
Thank you, brother.
Great joy.
As,
That was going to happen.
He puts his hand. Y'all all kind of.
I go to a knee.
Yeah, y'all all kind of stand up.
I'll stand up.
I'm gonna go to the throne.
I'm gonna tell everybody else to stand up. Y'all are all with me whenever I do this. And I'm gonna go to the throne.
Roy yells, "Hey! Hey!" Starts smacking the table. The wine! Bring in the wine! Bloody good time! The wine!
Pour me a cup of that.
Pour me a couple of cups of that.
I knew this day would.
They don't call me the
come.
stout for nothing.
Oh, Aiden!
You think it's because I'm
We're
short?
taking over the world.
It's kind of ambitious.
It's always been us.
Well, that was a shit show.
I take the circle table out and throw it.
Holy shit! That's my
Bring
kind
the
of
square
party.
tables back in with the food and the.
Oh, Jesus.
What's your first act of business as king?
I don't know. What do y'all suggest?
We have put an idiot into the throne.
Forced out to marry the Mormont.
I like ideas. I will. Stout, go marry that witch.
Your king has commanded it, son.
Well, he's not really part of the Six Kingdoms. He's not his king.
Yeah,
I have no
You're not
bearing
my
on him.
king, sir.
Do you pledge fealty to your king?
yeah, no kidding.
People thought that he
There's
was
another
now
person
into
here you could
religion
ask that.
and
I am but a simple traveler.
At least I'll get to stab somebody.
Say, please, I
Right.
Yeah, you like taking out your own team.
Now,
Yeah, you asshole.
you're sitting next to
Jesus
the King of the King of the North. I mean, and he comes over to you and he's like,
I should never give them this. They were pretty good though. There.
So tomorrow we head out.
Okay.
Finger looking good.
I think best plan of action. Y'all take the dragon, go north. We take what's on the ground.
All right.
What do you think?
We could take the dragon.
Aye, however.
It's just him.
Oh, shit. Never mind.
We could take the dragon. I would just have to get with them to make sure that's okay. Because it's not my dragon.
Oh, you're a king now.
Yeah. But
If my subject has a dragon and I tell him to
He did
fly
vote
his
for
bloody
you.
dragon, he's flying his bloody dragon. That's why I wanted him to be, but
That's not the way this
he
works.
said no.
it's still not my dragon.
Fly it to the wall and wait and plan.
We could.
What?
Get to the
Talk
wall.
to him. That's why I asked you. Talk to him.
They're my council.
Yes, little man. What are you over here creeping around? What do you want? Yes, you. Don't look to the right and left. I'm talking to you.
Now, usually people don't see me. I'm
Oh,
just
yeah,
so,
yeah. You interrupted two
Enthusiastic.
kings talking. You should be careful.
I was merely listening. It matters.
No, I thought I heard a squirrely voice coming from below me.
I have no squirrely voice. Mine is but a ratty voice.
All right, tripod. What you want?
If you want me to say something quickly, don't say the shit. Would it not be intelligent to send some extra air troops with us? We have but griffins. They could carry a man or possibly two if they are light enough.
I don't know if. I mean, you can take. As just so you know, y'all have eagles. There are a couple of griffins though too.
Yeah.
And he says, well, we do have a couple of griffins ourselves.
He is.
We have a couple of guardians from the north. I'm unsure if you've met them.
I am but quite unintelligent on the matters of.
We have the star that's the brightest.
That is quite nice, I suppose.
Riley Reed herself.
I am glad you understand the astrological systems, but I am just merely here to ensure the safety of our new king.
You know what? I have a great job for you. You know that I have a job for you. Would you like to hear it?
Sure.
Would you consider it?
I may, if it is.
This is a true honor.
I'm
The
sure
North
this is
hasn't
going to
had
be-
one of these in a long, long time, and I think after hearing you speak, I really think you are the right man for the job.
I feel like I don't want to hear anything else after this.
I really think you could be
Enlighten me, my lord.
the Winterfell's jester. You could
Ah,
juggle balls, ride ponies with a stick up their ass. I mean, you would. We could send you around the North just to get out of my hair.
I have met great many with stick-ups out their ass. However, you may be the first with such a long one.
Stout wit.
Someone get this man. Thank you for your time, sir.
Of course. Okay. Good job.
Is there any threat of the
Oh god.
south coming up and rising while we're in the north?
The south
South
will always
rising.
rise.
No, who are you talking to?
Who's all in this room? Like, still everybody in this room?
Yeah, there's
I mean,
people around.
so
I mean,
pretty much in a fucking gangsta party here, so everybody.
unfortunate. Yeah, I mean,
Small council meeting.
like, I'll say, I don't know if anybody here would really know, but as far as you know, like, most of the armies, like, all of Dorne's just in Dorne, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
the river, like, you're at the Twins, and really the main army
What's
that
going on
you're
at
worried
King's
about.
Landing?
Well, they were under siege, but
Yeah,
y'all sent
we
the
stopped it,
notes to get
Oh, we
them
don't know
away.
if we stopped it, I guess.
Well, you would have
Any
seen
news
them.
of King's Landing?
I would have said you would have seen them, but y'all didn't actually take a long rest.
Yeah.
So they might be moving now. That might be something to where you could, send somebody that has some magic or something.
Too bad we don't know
Like,
anybody that can see things.
Yeah, you can't. You can
Yeah, I can try.
if you wanted to, but you're fairly confident that what's going on, if anything, is just a siege. There's no like they're not killing anybody, and the only armies you know of that are on the ground is here.
Okay.
What in the?
Just
you
for
don't
a
worry
quick.
about the Vale, you don't worry about doing. They're all helping. You don't worry about the Iron Islands.
Yeah,
Right.
just for a quick roll call. Who all is here? Like,
The Reach.
what all houses are currently at this specific location?
Well, like in the area of the twins or in the tent.
In the tent.
In the tent, yeah.
You've got Royal Baelish, Aemon Targaryen. You've got Jorella Mormont. You've got Harry's Karstark. You've got Rhaegar Stark. King of the, obviously said that. Edmund Baratheon, Hand of the King, y'all.
Okay, so it's just a very small.
No
group.
hot high garden girls.
That was not why I asked that question.
That's why I asked that question.
You didn't ask the
But
question.
you've seen multiple outside the tent. There's like the Reed sigil, so you know the Reeds are out there too. Like, and so
And Rhaegar Stark has a tie-in with Highgarden.
and then you have the High Garden and Lannister armies outside next to the Faith Militant.
Yeah,
Okay.
those are the major armies of the South.
I just wanted to know
Where you
exactly
burnt up
what-
about 500 soldiers.
I'd love to know.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have taken fucking blame, bastard. So like your biggest army of like what Mace could bring together was the Lannisters and the High Garden Blackwater.
Yeah, and they're here, and we've got Dornish on ships, and we've got Greyjoys on ships, and we've got
We've got a lot of people on ships.
You got Zane's army.
We've got all the Syndicate's armies on ships.
yeah. So
Oh, party foul. Fuck.
Of the highest degree.
Yeah.
That's why we keep towels up here.
Real lucky I didn't get on a computer. Jesus.
Oh yeah. Otherwise,
Okay, so we don't have nothing to do but head north, boys.
yeah, I didn't get it on
ships
anything
are
over there.
moving
Luckily.
troops, and the rest of these
Okay.
are going to be moving by land.
So everyone's starting to move now.
If we take the dragon and the eagles north, maybe we can
Sorry.
go to the wall.
Where was I drugged to before I answer anything? Just outside of the area where Zane was.
What?
Where was I drugged?
No, he just told you to get out of.
Who's the Lord of Winterfell?
Okay, then.
That's where the King of the North is.
Okay, so it is the Targaryen,
Mhm.
the Lord of Winterfell.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't go well. Anyways,
Who leads
Perhaps.
up the? Who's the Lord Commander of the Night's Watchmen?
ooh, that's a good question.
Oh, what's his name? I have it somewhere.
Sure, Rhaegar Stark probably communicates with him quite
Yeah.
often.
I'll just say it's Ajax Shadowcat.
Oh, cool.
We haven't heard that name, have we?
No. Brand new.
We do know one of his kin.
You remember he was the Shadowcat and the other in B.
Yeah, B Squad.
Cub.
You
You
did.
met Cub.
Yeah.
His uncle or something.
Yeah.
I didn't kill him today.
You're assuming.
I wasn't
You're
part of that,
assuming
so I
it
wouldn't
is.
know.
We,
Yeah, I have to ask that.
we were fighting against him, but we never really had any bad beef with Cub.
What an interesting name set.
Cub was friends with
Um,
your girlfriend over there.
Yeah, Thrice.
Thrice.
As you see her
So you talked to her.
walk up with Harris, they bow.
What's up about back there?
You don't bow back.
Is
I don't
Cub
care.
here with her?
Nah, no, this is Thrice. Well, you hadn't seen him yet, but you do see a Shadowcat. There is a Shadowcat sigil up.
Who,
All
else,
like
who else was in that B? We had Surespear.
Blackwater, who ran Blackwater. He died.
He's dead. And then there was
Sure
also-
Spear. You had Blaine Stark,
He's dead.
but then you had Thrice, Drift Goodbrother,
Okay, I don't
the
know.
cleric.
Okay.
Yeah, he was the cleric from
Okay.
there.
And then Vice the Face.
Yep, Von de Vries.
On the Face, and he's
Dead.
gone. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
killed
it's
him.
just those three that are left. Before
And then you know Riley Reed.
from the Griffins.
Everyone knows Riley Reed.
So you got Price and Cub, Sure Spear, and
Good, yeah, Drift Goodbrother.
Good Brother.
I almost brought him out to there, but I didn't end up doing it. Actually, I might have said something, but you might not have caught it when I just said Drift. You know,
I don't remember it.
it might have been just to him. Maybe not. Harry says, "Well, congratulations.
Thanks to you.
I did tell you you would owe me for this.
I do.
This is my granddaughter, Thrice. You know her, of course.
Well, we met. We're well acquainted.
I just request if you can beat her in a duel,
I can.
or she beat you in a duel,
Okay.
you must join the family."
It's fair.
She's into
Why do we need a duel?
She's into pegging.
She is. She's
And
very fierce.
urethra sounding.
I haven't used my blades in how long?
Are you gonna purposely
But
lose?
we'll
or
do
are you gonna
this-
Murder her.
Yeah.
He smiles.
That is the
and
question.
he says, "We'll do this after."
I want to do
It's
it right
over.
now.
All right.
All right.
Anyways,
Gotta do.
We're doing it with this right now. All right.
Right now?
All right, are we doing?
Whatever.
you can
Let's
roll
do it
initiative.
after, yeah.
Roll initiative.
17.
You go first.
Somebody about to die.
Am I minor?
Yeah. Y'all get out in the middle of it.
Everyone in the tent's about to learn why this is a bad idea.
Oh, Jesus.
Trying a woman.
I'm going to be
First blood.
First blood.
You lose, you die.
All right. I'm going to cast Crown of Star.
Jesus.
Show your power.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'm going to cast Crown of Stars.
Is that a bonus action?
No, it's just it's a, we'll have to, it's a
It's
spell.
an action
It's an
to
action.
cast and then a bonus action to use it.
I'm going to do that, and then bonus action Tasha's. Guys,
Oh, so you're gonna fly up.
I'm going to fly up,
Okay.
yep.
Harry's walks
With
up
my
and,
Crown of Thorn, or Crown of
yeah,
Stars.
Harry's walks in front of you as everyone turns and looks at you and like, my God, man. And then he's like, "This is first blood." As she swings two short swords.
Of course.
Does a 21 hit you?
Yeah.
How far in the air are you?
Well, I'm like, how tall is a tent?
10?
10.
She throws a dagger at you.
Okay.
Damn it.
And then he laughs. Welcome to the family!
Damn, man. This would be something that happens to me.
You voted for him.
Come here. Get down from there. Get down from there.
Flies up there, kind of
Get down.
What spells did you just waste?
Yeah.
He's all hulked out on the shit.
Bowser when he loses in one of the games of Mario Party.
Dude in the cell.
I never get to do that.
He's like, good. He's like, real short. He's like, get down, good man. Get down here.
I'm sorry. I don't get to do that often.
All I meant was honestly, take her for a drink. Get to know her. I'm telling you, she is the most powerful woman on these lands. Think of what you two could do together. And she also worships the old gods, just so you know.
I introduced her to Brand.
And she kind of like winks at you, picks up her dagger, and walks out of the tent with him.
Licks your blood off of it.
Yeah.
Can't wait to taste this
I
later
have your
tonight.
scent.
I have been bamboozled. I've been duped. This was a trap.
As y'all continue to bullshit, the sun starts to go down. The drinks start to flow a little bit. Is there anything y'all want to say to anybody before we wrap
Like,
the
I
night
start
up?
drinking pretty heavily. Walk up to Zane.
Man, I'm real sorry I didn't vote
Yeah,
for you,
bitch.
man. Yeah.
You're out of the party.
I just knew you didn't really want it, you know, so I didn't want to stick you with it if you didn't want
I'm
it.
gonna walk behind him, sweep his legs.
I want to canonically have drank twice as much as him and not be drunk. I mean, you're like... I know, that's exactly the point.
It doesn't take you much.
He had like a sip. Oh, man.
So,
I'm gonna sweep his legs.
So you...
Yeah.
I don't think it'll take very much.
are you angry?
I'm angry, but that's all I'm gonna
Well, he's
do.
definitely angry after that.
You're not angry?
I'm kind of angry.
Oh wow, locked and loaded.
I'm gonna sweep your legs.
Well, he's already fucking charged up from old girl. I mean,
Oh, this is hours. This is hours. No, this is hours has gone by
Yeah,
now.
I know. Gonna have to roll for it.
Yeah, roll. He asked for a roll.
Natural 20.
Oh, fuck.
Well,
Damn.
My constitution's low as well.
you even get a roll?
Well, it wasn't for a hit. It
I
was to
was
just
gonna
trip
knock him
him.
down,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes through. For sure.
I'm rolling hot ones today.
I don't even know how it got on the ground. I'm just like on my back.
I'm gonna be beside this, like, look at that idiot. That's what you get for believing in fire. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna like jump to
I'm gonna-
hit.
You gonna help me up?
King
I'm walking away.
Zane.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna,
Okay.
I'm gonna jump up to hit.
I'll say you can let yourself up. That's it. You're fine.
Like I walk you down here on the floor.
That's
So
okay,
if I
buddy.
jump up to hit
You-
someone's
Cool.
back,
That's
can
all
I
I'm gonna do.
critically
You're
fail
fine.
and hit their butt?
No, you're not that short.
Aw.
Yeah.
Damn.
You and I both deserve this.
All right.
I guess I'm gonna go pass out. Yeah. Go to my room.
Oh.
So, anybody else can do anything?
Fucking tyrant.
He says as he's laying on the fucking floor.
As
Tired. I'm fucking tired.
all
I
right.
think we should see where those ships are.
One of us
getting there.
isn't capable.
As y'all
They're on water.
put your heads down
It's okay.
to go to sleep, you do your nightly rituals to your gods.
No, everyone except for me because I don't have any way to ritualize.
As
Gotta get wet.
your gods come to you in the night.
Drowning in.
It seems as if all of you have the same vision. But you don't know that yet.
Yeah.
But as you see just you and Brandon Stark, you and your god in flame, you, your god, all walking next to your own gods on top of the water. As thunder and lightning striking in the distance, you're surrounded by what seems like syndicate ships. From the set of the sun, you know they're traveling north. As you see another fleet of what you see Iron Island ships coming together as one huge armada. As their god looks over at you, states, champion, time has come. The end is here. Loth is trying to defeat us. We have been fighting her. That's why this darkness is just as compact as it once was for the last few months. As we've given you power, we have been able to hold her back in her own plane. We've put this all together for a purpose, and your purpose is now. For now, don't waver. For now, be brave. For now, be strong. Therefore, I have given you all that I can for this fight. Go in to that darkness, defeat what it is you need to defeat. For I will give you a small hint, just a nugget, just something so small that I can maybe change the outcome. For be prepared.
Be prepared.
To leave this world, to leave these lands, and prepare to never come back. And that's the end of the session.
Good session. Hey, that was the greatest political session I've ever been a part of.
Guys, we want to thank our party
That was
members.
awesome. Yeah.
Honestly, this is want to thank all of you guys for making this happen. I know we're a little off the rails, having a good time, and I enjoy every minute of it. I'm glad y'all are finishing my story out. I know it's been a while, and we started it last December in the snow, and we're still continuing on, and I appreciate it. If you're hearing this on Twitch, send someone a message on here,
Don't do that.
and we'll get you some merch for free.
First message gets merch for free.
So send your messages.
I know Nate Dogg's in there lurking somewhere.
And we're gonna do everything I can.
Dino wins!
And we're gonna, we're gonna try on our next campaign. We're gonna advertise. We're gonna put ourselves out there for
Sexually.
Yeah.
Drunken Southern Lord Iron Lich Gaming
Pretty sure Dino
is
won't
gonna
want
sit at the square table, throw some dice, and thanks everybody. Go Canelo and Boomer.
Like and subscribe on Twitch, Iron Lich Gaming. Check us out on YouTube, Iron Lich Gaming. We try to get our videos up about a couple of days after.
And
Got a lot on there.
Depends on our.
Check my
manager.
check my OnlyFans Tones Toes. And
Tastiest toes around Texas.
if you want to be a part of Tones Toes, you can send that message to it. It's star6969. I'll get back with you.
Hail King Zane!